Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 9 of the Clean Hamster podcast. My name is Dean, and we're going to have a good time. I'm back. I haven't recorded an episode in a while because life. That's why. Because of two things. Life, and I don't get paid to do this. I can do this whenever I want. It's on my own time. I don't have ads or anything yet. I can do this whenever the fuck I want. So if you look on iTunes, by the way, I've made it to iTunes. They finally accepted it, because I was the one, because my podcast was the one that they were like, let's do a heavy screening process. Fuck that. There's the most boring podcasts I've ever heard on iTunes. Everything's on iTunes. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm on iTunes now, the Clean Hamster podcast. My album artwork is my favorite. That's a real photo, by the way. That photo is of me in 2016. Me and two friends snuck into an abandoned water park that's just outside of Toronto, and it was abandoned for like 2 years at that point. And it was like a cold November day. It was rainy, and I don't know if you've ever been in an abandoned water park, but it's creepy as shit. Like there's it hasn't been kept since. Like there's no maintenance anymore, so it's just like weeds and shit growing through like the cracks in the ground and through the cracks and all the slides, everything that's built, shit just starts earth starts happening again, right? Like it starts growing around it. And I went on one of the slides, and I could, and it was like dry. I could like walk down it. There wasn't water on it, so I walked down it, and then my friend was like, "Lay down," and then I was like, "Okay." And since she took that photo, and that photo's fucking sick. And some people have been like, "Dude, that's photoshopped." And like, why would I Photoshop myself onto a slide? Okay? I know people would do that. There's some crazy motherfuckers out there that would Photoshop themselves inside fucking Megan Fox's pussy. But like, I wouldn't. That's a real photo. I was on a slide. Anyway, and now that that's been taken care of, let's get to the real topics. A lot's happened since the last episode I recorded. I was on my buddy, my good friend, Curtis Connor. I was on his podcast, the Very Really Good podcast with Curtis Connor. Also available on Spotify, iTunes, and who gives a shit. And it was a really good episode. I fucking took over. And it was fun. We had a lot of good yucks. And him and I always have a good time when we hang out. We always have good conversations. And that's what I wanted to talk about right now. We had an amazing conversation yesterday. We had a really interesting conversation. We were talking about a lot of things, and we got some good laughs out of it. We talked about how in high school, me and Curtis have crossed paths before in high school, but we didn't know each other. He was in the same school district as I was. We definitely played basketball against each other. We definitely were at the same tournaments and whatnot. We just never knew each other. But it's interesting to think about that, because that's cool, because now we're best friends, and always will be. But anyway. We also were talking about how high school was the first time people get reduced to celebrity status just because you hear people's full names without meeting them. And that's all celebrities are people you've seen a lot of, heard a lot about but you've never met, and the only thing you know is their full name. Isn't that weird? Like, I remember being in grade 9 and hearing about a kid, oh, did you hear about so-and-so this weekend? He did this at so-and-so's house or whatever the fuck, right? And then in my mind, I was like, okay, I don't know this person. I know the name. And then the minute I met that person at a party the next weekend, in my own head, I was like, wow, this is so-and-so. This is that person I heard that thing about. Because your whole world when you're in school, elementary school or high school, is that. That's it. You only know about being around 1,000 kids every day. It's 6 days, 5 days a week, and 6 days. Fucking, that's all you know. So you're like, this whole world is all I know. And if I hear something about someone I haven't met, and then you meet that person, that's the first little instance of that's the first time you're ever kind of starstruck, actually, is when you meet someone that you've only heard something about, whether they're a celebrity or not. Whether it's a fucking kid in your town, a kid from a town over, a kid from a different school, whatever. When you meet them after hearing about them, there's that little feeling in your heart, which is being starstruck, and that's so strange. And that's it. And we were really like exploring that idea, and we thought how funny that was, that like the only reason people are celebrities is because you don't know them and you only know their name and you've heard about them. That's it. That's all it is. That's my notion of what a celebrity is. Anyway, God, I gotta stop putting my phone down so fucking hard on the table. It's ruining the podcast. Anyway, we were also talking about how like Curtis was telling me about how he knew this kid who in like grade 10 he would like go on webcam with girls like from his school and from his class, and he would like get them to like fucking flash the camera and like, you know, maybe like do a little bit of like diddling on themselves. And he like had it recorded and like had a file on his computer of like girls from his class or his school like basically doing some fucking cam girl shit, because he was like, you know, because he got them to do it. He like convinced them, and they're like, okay. And he had a file full of that shit. And then I was like, dude, what if like, I was like, what if you went over to your buddy's house and he was like, you want to see some videos of fucking girls from school? And like he showed you and you were like, oh fuck, oh shit, right? Like, whoa, look at that. And then like he had a video of like your crush, and like he didn't know that was your crush. And then like the minute he was like, let's say her name was like Rebecca, and he was like, oh, you want to see Rebecca? And you're like, no, dude. And he was like, why? And he's like, I don't know, man. Like, actually, you know what, dude? It's fucking, what we're doing right now is kind of fun. Like, you just immediately turn into like, you know, that guy. You're just like, yo, what we're doing right now is fucked, man. I don't know. And then like, you know, like, there's like another buddy there, and you're like, and he's like, what, do you love Rebecca? And you're like, shut up, dude. No, this is actually just mad disrespectful. Like, I don't know, like, she's like my science partner and shit, but like, fuck. No, man, I don't want to see that. And like, he's just like, all right, man, like, I'm still gonna watch it anyway. I don't care. Clearly you love her. Like, getting caught loving or liking a girl in high school or in elementary school by your boys was the worst. Man, we had this one kid. I can't say his name. God, I want to say his name because like my friends who listen to this will know exactly who he is. He would just hang around this one girl all the time and like do everything for her. And by the way, I've done this too, okay? I've been that fucking friend-zoned bitch-ass kid who's just been like, maybe if I'm around her every day, she'll love me. No. It's not how it works, whatever. But we knew this one kid who was just like, he he would like be with the boys and then just be gone all of a sudden, and then like we'd see like on Facebook or something that he just like went to this girl's house to like hang out with her and her family. Not even dating her, just like loved being around her. And like it was so obvious that he loved her. And she was just like, nah, he's like my boy, he's like my brother. And he was just like like for sure so mad about that, but he couldn't stop hanging out with her because he loved her. And all of his boys, all of them were just like, when's the wedding? Like making fun of him all the time. And he hated it, but he never stopped hanging out with this girl. He just hung around. He just fucking followed her around all day like a puppy. Did everything for her. I remember when he got his license, he would drive her everywhere. He would like drive her home after school. You know what I mean? And like there was just no sexual chemistry between them at all. Lord knows he wanted there to be, but she was just like, thanks for the ride. And like, you know, I bet she talked to him about like, oh, there's this guy trying to like, you know, like fuck me. And like, I bet he had to be like, well, I don't think you should do it. You know, I think you should, you know, really look at your options. And she was like, thanks, you're such a good friend. Oh, that's the worst. Huh? Well, when you're 15, it's the worst. That was so funny. What else were we talking about, huh? We were talking about a lot of funny shit. So, okay, I've been noticing a lot of stuff about, by the way, I've been noticing a lot more people listening to the Call Her Daddy podcast. I talked about them in my last episode. I wasn't necessarily bashing them, but I was just saying my opinion on them. I'm well aware that, like, they got it going on, you know what I mean? Like, they've fucking made a great name for themselves, and they're killing it and stuff like that. And, like, I have listened to a few episodes, and, like, they have funny stories and whatnot, but when they get out of, like, you know, like, the story sharing aspect and start getting into, like, the moments where they think they're fucking kicking knowledge, that's when I become, like, alarmed and, like, kind of scared, because, like, there's just so much stuff that like I find funny and entertaining about, like, you know, what they're doing, but then the minute that they think that they're like helping or like saving, they aren't. But what are you gonna do, right? People are still gonna listen. It's still content nonetheless, and who the fuck am I, right? But it's weird. Like ever since I like mentioned them around my friends and stuff, I've just been catching more and more wind of like people being like, yo, have you heard this? Yo, listen to these chicks, dude. They're savage. Like, okay, man. Like, yeah. Yo, have you heard these girls, dude? They're fucked, dude. They talk about pussy. Yeah, man. Of course they do. They're people. Everyone talks about sex and says pussy and cock, okay? Oh, but no, man. Like, they're hot. So it's like, whoa. No, it's still really normal. They're people. Like, obviously, they're like, so I was fucking someone. Obviously, they talk like that. Like, you know? And then, like, yeah. Yeah, it's like that, you know? And, it's not my cup of tea, but no matter what, like I said, they're fucking killing it, right? They're doing their damn thing, and that's all you can respect. Anyway, we're, on that note, I gotta stop smacking my lips like that. I hate when I do that. That's something my dad does. It's so annoying. And I do it now. Fuck! Okay, so, I was also thinking about this. So you guys know memes, right? They're everywhere, all the time. I was talking about memes with Curtis the other day, and because that's what our friendship's reduced to, and there's this certain type of meme that bothers me. That's like, sorry, there's two types of memes that bother me. There's ones that are like more, they're angled towards women a little more, where they're like, when you do this, but like, no, when your man does this, but your crazy ass won't let him, or some shit, and it's like, it's like making girls be like, yeah, I'm fucking nuts, but like, haha, there's a meme about it, so it's normal. No, like, be better. That's all. Be better. When your man won't let you have a bite and your crazy ass tells him you're gonna suck his friend's dick, like something, like maybe not that verbatim, but like something like that, when it's like a girl reads it and she's like, yeah, I can be fucking insane sometimes, but I guess it's okay because now it's in meme culture. That's not cool. Don't be crazy. That's not okay. Help yourself. Find ways to better yourself. Just because there's a meme about it doesn't mean it's normal and like regular and like part of society. If you think you're insane, whether you're a girl or a guy, try your best to not be. Find ways to get help, right? Like be serious about it. But then as soon as it's like memed, it's like, oh, haha, normal. No, it's not. It's fucked up. Also, another thing, there's another type of meme that I don't like. It's the ones that's like, the ones that are like me at fucking 9 p.m. happy I didn't go out because I'm staying in. Like why are people like acting like staying in is not normal? You know what I mean? Like, it's weird to think that like, because going out is normal and so is staying in. But then I see like these really like niche memes and like relatable posts about like staying in for the night. Like it's something you've never fucking done. Like, what do you mean? Like, are you saying you go out every single night and then the one night you stay in, you're like, ha, look at me, I'm really fucking, I'm really off my rocker. I'm staying in. No, staying in's normal. So is going out. It's fine. Like, both are normal as shit. Like, what what kind of fucking, like, it's so strange when it's like, so happy I didn't go out tonight. Look at me. And it's like, yeah. You're an adult. Like, you can do whatever you want. Don't make me feel bad for not staying in. What do you mean? Staying in's like, it's so normal. It's bullshit. It's so, that doesn't need to be memed or like, you know, it's just, why? Like, what does that even do? That's not for anyone. And you're kind of being a dick. If you're like, I'm inside saving money. Yeah, cool. We've all done that. But you know what's fun too? Going out. Shut up. Let people live their lives. It's okay. People didn't choose their, you know, it's just, what are you doing, you know? Anyway, what else did I want to go for here? I've been talking for 14 fucking minutes. Okay, wait, sorry. I'm such an asshole. I was just texting. So, just did that fucking mouth thing again. I hate when I do that. Fuck. Okay, wait. This is a really funny story. So, the other fucking week, me and Jacob heard that that the people who live above us are friends with two people that we know from school. And one time on like a separate occasion, the two people that live above us were hanging out with these two people that know Jacob and I. And it came up in conversation that these two live above these two guys named Dean and Jacob. And our friends were like, oh my God, we fucking went to school with those guys. Like, what is it like? Is it fun? Are they cool? Do you guys hang out? And these two people were seriously like, what? No, like, are they good though? And our friends were like, what do you mean? And these people were like, are they like okay? Are they like mentally stable? And our friends were like laughing, like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Like, what do you mean? And then this couple were just like, all they do is scream and laugh hysterically and run around. And we don't think they're okay. That's so funny. I was laughing so hard when they told me that, and our friends were just dying laughing, just being like, no, they're just fucking silly guys. Like, you've never met them? And then these people were like, no, we don't even know what they look like. Like, we don't even know, like, we don't even know what to expect. Like, we hear them, like, they're both, like, high-pitched guys, obviously, but, like, they're just, like, screaming and running around and just making crazy noises all the time, and, like, we don't know what the fuck's going on with these two, and, like, they were genuinely concerned for our mental health. They thought we were, like, fucked up. I was losing my mind thinking about this, and, like, because they're not picturing what Jacob and I look like. You know what I mean? They're just picturing two fucking gargoyles, like two weirdos who are like two hunchback little fuckers who just have rat mustaches and just play online video games all day, and they're just greasy. But like they don't expect Jacob and I, like, you know what I mean? And like we've met them since, like they're cool, but like that's so funny that like their first idea of us was just like, they're fucked up. Are they good? Fuck, that made me laugh so hard. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I had a good Christmas. Christmas was fun. Got some pretty good gifts. The other week I got punched in the face. I got punched in the fucking face. Yeah. I was at a bar talking to a girl who had no boyfriend, I'm positive. And this guy who I know pretty personally, we're not friends, we're acquaintances, we've been around, we've always been cool with each other. I got the vibe that he really liked this girl that I was talking to. And then at one point, he was just drunk and fucking seeing red, and he just grabbed me by the collar, dragged me outside, hit me one time with an open palm while I was asking why, obviously, this was going on. I was like, why? What are you doing? What the fuck, dude? And then he just smacked me up, and he's fucking big, too, big fucking black guy. And I was scared, and then he just closed his fist and fucking gave me a shot right to the eye, and I had a black eye for a week. And then everyone in the bar came out and they were like, what the fuck's going on? And he got kicked out of the bar. And then someone threw me an ice pack, let me back in the bar, and I got the most free drinks I've ever gotten in my life. And the girl who I was talking to initially was crying. She's like, I'm so sorry. That's my fault that happened to you. And I was like, kinda, but whatever. What are you going to do? That's life. So that sucked. Been punched in the face many times before. But this is one of the first times that I was like, damn it. I did not deserve that. Because I've been punched in the face before. Trust me. And I have very well deserved it. I've been like, okay, I was running my mouth. Where did I go wrong? I need to better myself. I gotta watch it, you know what I mean, when I'm out, you know? You never know who the audience is. You never know who's gonna fucking take an issue with you. But this was one of the first times where I was like, oh, you're telling me I could have not been punched in the face? Damn it. I would have definitely taken that option. Getting punched in the face sucks. My jaw hurt for a bit. Every time I blinked, it fucking just, I was like, ah. The wind on my eye. Ooh. Fuck that. But yeah, it was rough. But what are you going to do, right? Having a black eye at work? Oh my fucking God. Everybody is just like, oh, what happened? And like, yeah, I'm down to answer because I love attention. But after a while, I forget that I have it. And I'm like, oh, right, I have a fucking shiner, you know? But what are you going to do? But yeah, I had to deal with that. And like, by the way, this is a 35-year-old man who punched me in the face. Like he's kind of a loser, but he reached out to me. He apologized. I mean, like the only thing that makes him a loser was the fact that he did that. Other than that, he's fine. I don't really know what else he does that much, but he's good. He's got his own life. You know what I mean? He just saw red and he got mad at me. And sometimes people are sick of me, right? And I get that. But you know, you gotta have a better reason to punch someone in the face. You can't just have a crush on a chick. I have a crush on so many girls. If I punched everybody in the face that talked to a girl I had a crush on, I'd have no fucking friends. You know? But sometimes, hey man, that's life. That's the balance. And also, here's the real balance, okay? Earlier that day, I got like I got from my old job my vacation paycheck. Isn't this so interesting? I love thinking about shit like this. This is the universe right here. So earlier that day, I received a check from my old place of work that had all my vacation pay on it. $1,200. Awesome. Fuck, I was stoked. And then what happened to me that night? Got punched in the face. Because what's the exact opposite of getting a check for $1,200? Getting fucking jabbed in the eye. That's what's up. That's life. That's the universe going, hey, stay humble, okay? Stay humble, all right? We're going to balance this whole day out for you, just so you don't get too cocky, you know? And I enjoyed that. I mean, I didn't, but like I liked thinking about it that way. It's a good way to think about it, you know? That's how I live my life, and that's okay. But and you know what? That's how I'm going to end this podcast. It's been 22 minutes. That's fine. I'll take it. But I'm going to sign off right now. But I'm happy I sat down and recorded this because I had to get a lot off my chest. And I'm excited to release this because I love doing this. And I love when people tell me that they listen. And I love when people tell me that I'm funny. And I love when people say that I made them laugh. Because that's all I've ever wanted. Every single day of my life, I want to make sure people smile, look me in the eye, and laugh. And because some people need that, you know? And I know I do. So thank you very much for listening. This has been the Clean Hamster Podcast. And have a great day. Have a great night. And it's almost 2019. And have an amazing and safe New Year's. Goodbye, everybody.